Day 2 at the Rogers Masters in Toronto, and opening the action was former world number 1 Carlos Moya against former world number 2 Tommy Haas. The two first played each other in Hamburg in 1997, and this was their 11th meeting. They had won 5 each, but this one went the way of the German. He was too strong, dropping only 6 points on his own serve, and after just 54 minutes, Haas was through to the second round, 6-3, 6-2. Over on grandstand court, last week's Indianapolis champion Gilles Simon was in action against Donald Young. The American will celebrate his 19th birthday tomorrow, but there was no early party today as Simon, brimming with confidence after claiming his second title of the season, brushed the teenager aside in straight sets, 6-1, 6-3. Back on centre court, there was another French-American battle, as former champion Andy Roddick took on Nicolas Mahut. These two last met in the finals at Queen's last June, when Mahut came within a whisker of a shock victory. It wasn't to be in London then, and despite winning the second set on a tiebreak, it wasn't again in Toronto today, as the 6th seed served up 16 aces on his way to a 6-1, 6-7, 6-3 victory. It was Andy Roddick that Guillermo Cañas beat in the Toronto final 6 years ago to claim his first ATP Masters Series title, and the Argentine opened his 2008 campaign today against Robin Soderling. The Swede was a comfortable winner when they met for the first time on clay in May, and despite the Argentine's hard-court pedigree, it was a similar story again today. Soderling came out of the tough opening set on top before dominating the second to book his place in round 2. Final score 7-5, 6-1.
40-15.
Back on centre court, and Russia's Igor Andreev was taking on another Frenchman, Gaël Monfils. This was the Frenchman's first ever appearance in Toronto, but it will be a debut he will want to forget. He battled hard for 2 tie-break sets, but was unable to convert either. And after an hour and 50 minutes, he was not only down, but out 2, and the Russian was through to round 2. The day's marquee match, however, was between the home favourite Frank Dancevic and the defending champion Novak Djokovic. World number 3 Djokovic has had a standout year, winning the Australian Open, as well as ATP Masters Series Shields in Indian Wells and Rome, and he was too strong for the Canadian number 1 tonight. Despite the valuable support of the Toronto crowd, Dancevic was unable to pull off a shock upset, and the Serb moved on in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4.